Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. And today I am doing a VR to Candy Soul and Soil. She did a spring tarot TBR or to be read, as in to be read for booktube, but she made it tarot TBR, so it's TTBR. And then Lachette over at Scarlet Moon Creations just revamped it for summer and called it a summer tarot TBR. And so I have also been, or TTBR, I guess I should say. And I've also been seeing a lot of people doing videos called Summer Vibes, I think. So I think I'm gonna put it all in the title, and it's a VR to the world, right? So, but I will definitely link Candy's spring video and Lachette's summer video below, and especially Lachette's video at Scarlet Moon Creations because she tagged me. This is the first time I've actually been tagged in a tag, like specifically personally tagged. So I'm very excited to be responding. Thanks for tagging me. This is very exciting. And so I am excited to talk about decks that make me feel like summer, that make me feel, give me like a summery vibe, right? And what is summer but like sunlight and warmth and color and beaches? And I'm not going to do any water decks today because I'm going to do a separate video I've decided for my water decks. And I have a lot of summer decks. As a matter of fact, I have a whole box because I separate my collection into summer and spring and then winter and fall. And so all of my winter and fall decks are put away right now. And all I have out are summer and spring decks. So half of the decks, or more than half of the decks, that I have available to me at my reach are summer decks. So it was a lot of decks. I wasn't going to show them all. So I thought, how can I narrow them down? I've narrowed them down to just mass market decks, currently available right now, and not water themed because I'm going to do a separate video for my water themed decks. Okay, so let's get started. I want to start with Garden Dragons. This is the field guide to Garden Dragons. This is one of the newest decks in my collection. I just got this deck for my birthday, and it has been on my wish list for a long time. I want to say about 2 years now. It's been sitting there looking at me. I'm looking at it, and I did not. 2019 this came out. So I would say about since 2020, this has been on my wish list. So 3 years now almost. And it's been looking at me. I've been looking at it. Matter of fact, Candy at Candy's Soul and Soil, or Soul and Soil, right? Or is it Soil and Soul? No, it's definitely Soul and Soil. She's the one, the first place I saw this deck. She was talking about how her kids really love it and they pull from it and stuff like that. So that's when it went on my wish list. And then I just, I love this deck. I think it's fun. I'm so happy to finally have it. And it's very summer to me because it's about gardens. And when I think about gardens, I think about the summer. I think about spending summers with my grandma. And, you're out of school, so your parents have to still work and they send you off to grandma because grandma's retired. She's not working and she's gardening and you're going with her because she wants to get you out of the house so that you're not going to be up all night bothering her while she's trying to do whatever it is she's doing at night. So yes, anything about gardens definitely reminds me of the summer and times when I wasn't terrified of insects and I could actually help my grandmother garden, and she gardened lettuce and cucumbers and strawberries and greens and green beans. Oh my gosh, we snapped so many green beans. And I remember the summer that the strawberries jumped the fence into our yard, like into my grandmother's yard, because my neighbor had them. And her neighbor had them, not my neighbor. Her neighbor had them. And we used to get in trouble for picking them through the fence. And it was like a chain link fence. And we would pick them and eat them when we were outside playing. And we would get in trouble. I mean, she did. I don't know that she really cared, but she acted like she cared. And so that is the field guide to Garden Dragons. This is artwork by Stanley Morrison, written by Arwen Lynch. So one year, we got real excited because the strawberries jumped the fence into my grandma's yard. So we were allowed to eat them in my grandma's yard. So this is the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. This is the newest garden deck from Llewellyn, newest green deck. You know, they have a lot of these, but this is their newest one, and I have it, and I love it. It's the only one I have of their green decks. I love this deck. I think it's beautiful, and it definitely feels warm and cozy and summery. Now, it is outside. Most of the scenes are taking. I think all of the scenes are taking place outside, like sort of in the woods or in a garden, maybe like on a castle grounds or something like that, cottagey sort of situations, right? Like, but I don't know, it still feels warm and comforting, and anything that is about gardens definitely, like I said, brings me summer vibes. There's lots of flowers, lots of lush greenery, rainstorms, which I find in the summers where I live. And so, yeah, I'm here for this. This is the Tarot of the Witch's Garden. This is written by Sasha Graham, illustrated by Natasha Ilichit. Don't get me the line. I don't have the book or the box to tell you how to say her last name. And published by Llewellyn Books. Keeping it Llewellyn, this is the Tarot of Mystical Cats. Everything in this deck feels warm and inviting and sunny. Well, okay, and then I pull out this card and it's obviously snowing in that one. But most of these feel sunny and like this, they feel sunny and beachy, even, or maybe lake, like a lake, or a river. And it just feels summer to me. Feels like these cats are outside in the summer. The bright skies, the bright light in the pictures, the warmth. It's definitely a summer deck, and it's one I like to pull out during this time of year. I usually don't even want to look at this deck in the winter, but in the summer, I'm all for the mystical cats. So, yes, this is definitely a summer vibe deck for me. It's definitely one that I pull out in the summer specifically. And I try to keep this list to decks that I gravitate towards only in the summer, that don't normally cross over into other times of year. And so this is, again, the Tarot of Mystical Cats, from Llewellyn. And I can't remember the names of the artists. I think it's Mickey. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sorry, but this is from Llewellyn. You can find this on Amazon. Last from Llewellyn, this is the classic Llewellyn Classic Tarot. This is the 2016 edition. I think this was my first Llewellyn deck, and what I always say is the first deck that made me really want to learn tarot, because it came with this big, huge guidebook. I bought it in the summertime when I was on summer vacation back here in the States. And yeah, I everything about this is summer to me. The bright skies, the sunny skies, the warmth, the imagery. Even this feels like a summer night, I love this. Look at how bright that is and how warm it feels. Um so yeah, this definitely is a deck that I only want to use in the summertime. But when it's summer, I rarely want to use this deck anymore, because I used the hell out of it when I first got it, and then I have so many other decks now, and so, like, look at this. This is so summer, a bright summer day. But I have so many other decks now that it's just like, okay, But in the summer, I love this thing. And this is one of those decks, like, when it's summertime out, where's my classic? Where is it? Where is it? I want it. And I'm pulling it off the shelf. And so, yeah, definitely Llewellyn Classic. Comes in a bright yellow box, which I have it, but it's put away, and I didn't pull it out, but it's also gives me summer vibes, that bright yellow box that it came in. But anyway, so this is the Llewellyn Classic Tarot. This is a Barbara Moore deck. So Barbara Moore did the guidebook for this one, and the artwork is Eugene. What is his last name? Smith, I think. He did the Alice Tarot by Llewellyn, and maybe the Poe one as well. Anyway, so this is the Llewellyn Classic. Definitely summer vibes. A oldie but a goodie. This is the Tarot of 1001 Nights. So this deck reminds me of the Middle East, and any deck that reminds me of the Middle East definitely gives me summer vibes, because the Middle East is eternal summer, right? Like, it's always summer there. I mean, it's not always summer, but it damn sure always feels like it. And this deck definitely makes me feel warmth and sun and just sand and just I feel warm air blowing on my face. Um, yeah, it gives me that vibe. I love the borders on it. I love the stack. I love the stack. The only thing that I wish is that it was a little bigger. I really wish that they would re-release this without the white borders and maybe I know they only have a slightly bigger cardstock, but I wish they would re-release this on their slightly bigger cardstock without the white borders. I would be happy as a clam and I would absolutely buy it again. But look, like this, that is a summer night, right? That is a summer evening, picnicking, beautiful. Absolutely. This is a summer evening after brunch, just sitting and looking out over the water, over the town, enjoying the time, smoking some shisha, like summer parade. Like, definitely. This is summer vibes all day. All day. Look at those flowers. She definitely got those out of a summer garden. All day. So, yes, this is Tarot of the 1001 Nights. This is a Lo Scarabeo deck. You can buy it at Llewellyn or on Amazon. Beautiful deck. One of my faves. Keeping in the OG faves category, this is the Panda Tarot. I like this deck all year around, but mostly I gravitate toward it in the summer. I really do because of the green, and I actually do keep this on my shelf all year round. It's not one that I put away because there are some decks that I don't put away. Like, even if, when I rotate decks from summer to fall, there are some that don't go away, and this is one that doesn't go away, but it definitely gets used more this time of year. So it's the green, it's the bright sun in all of the cards, the bright skies, the warm feeling of this Asian feel, Anything that reminds me of Asia reminds me of summer. It's not always hot in this part of Asia where the pandas are, but I don't know. It's hot in these cards. It feels warm and bright and cheerful. And there are flowers and gardens and grapes in the trees and water and sun in the skies and lots of green and yellow. And it's summer. It's so beautiful. I love this deck so much. Okay, I'm going to stop gushing over the Panda Tarot. Every time I look at this deck, it makes me smile. Big, giant smiles. These are oh, wait, hang on. That's the strength card. Like, come on. And these are the bags. Like, love it. So, yes, Panda Tarot. Definitely a summer tarot TBR to be read. Definitely going to be, I use this. I've already been using this in the summer. That's the Panda Tarot. Another fun Lo Scarabeo, bring in the summer is Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 2. I think that this deck reminds me of the summer. It's another one with green borders. So maybe something about the green. But I think it's because everybody in here just feels like they're wearing like summer clothes. Like, they all got on shorts and look, she's rock climbing. I mean, we mostly rock climb in the summer, right? Look at this. I mean, if that's not summer, what is? Like, if that's not summer, like, it's just everybody just looks it looks like it's set in the summer. Snapshots of different people from around town living their life in the summertime. It doesn't feel winter at all to me. So yeah, I mean, this looks like something you would do in the summer, picnics, lots of picnics, frolicking in the woods. Look at that. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm going to just leave it with that. Obviously, like, mic drop. This is the summer deck. Mic dropped. This is the tarot of, I'm sorry, this is the Book of Shadow Tarot, Volume 2, So Below. The final one from Lo Scarabeo, Tarot, Pagan Cats. Love it. This is summer all day, every day. These cats running around, summer nighting it, um, living their best lives. I love the deck. And I think I don't know, something about cat decks. Well, I say that and then I'm thinking about my first cat deck, which was Cat Eye Tarot, and it doesn't feel that should that's the advertisement card. It doesn't feel summer at all. To me, it feels very fall and cold outside. And that could just be the vibe of the deck. But this one, yeah, I mean, that feels like a summer night, a kitty on a summer night adventure, you know? Um, Definitely feels these are summer cats. Look at that. I mean, those flowers could never grow anytime but summer. I mean, and there's a bunny, and bunny is like, if you see a bunny, it's definitely summertime. So, yeah, definitely. Trees are in bloom, butterflies are out. Do butterflies come out in the winter? I feel like they only come out in the summer. Look at this. Definitely summer. This is my favorite card in the deck. Um, but yeah, in the same way that the other decks, the outdoor, I think there's a theme here. Outside picnics, bright sun, a kitty picnic. Bright sun, bright skies, even these bright, clear night skies. Summer, definitely summer. And so that is the Tarot of Pagan Cats. This is the second edition, I think. The first edition, I don't know if I know you can't still get it because I looked. You can't still buy that one, but this is the second edition with the purple border at the bottom, and you can still buy this one, I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't check, to be honest, but I'm just guessing because I recently purchased this only a few years back, so I'm assuming it's still available. And so since it was so newly released, so this is the Neoteric Feminine Tarot by Spell. They actually Spell has a lot of fun decks, and they actually have a Kickstarter right now with a cat deck that I love. I think it's so stupid cute. But like this is their feminine all femme tarot. These pastel colors and bright this I don't know, bright colors and the flowers, and I don't know, it just feels summer to me in the way that the Modern Witch feels summer to me. This also feels summer to me. It might lean a little spring because of the pastel colors, but I'm still going to be wanting to pull this in the summer. I already know. So it could fit on a tarot to be read in the summer list because I know I'm going to want to pull this during the summertime. I love how this devil is like, sitting with their legs crossed like they're in some sort of yoga position. Okay. So that is the Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Definitely on my summer TBR or giving me summer vibes. Look at this outfit. Look at these clothes. Obviously, I mean, we wouldn't wear this in the wintertime, right? It's definitely summer clothes. Well, maybe not that, but that's a summer rooftop party if I ever seen one. Well, I guess they're not on the roof, but a block party. Okay, enough with tarot. Let's look at a few more oracle decks. This one is definitely a summer TBR. I don't use this deck so much in the winter, but in the summer, I'm always wanting to pull it out. And this is the African Goddess Rising Oracle. It definitely is one that I like to use in the summertime. And I think it's these rich colors, and these landscapes that are in these cards. They mostly happen in what feels like tropical areas, and desert areas, and it just feels warm and it feels hot and steamy and colorful and rich and gorgeous. And I love this deck, and I especially love it in the summer. In the winter, I never want to use it. I don't know why, because it's not a seasonal deck. It could be used anytime, but I always want to use it in the summer. So yes, this is definitely a summer TBR, and it's out and it's on my radar right now. It's gorgeous. I love this deck so much. So this is the African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams, published by Hay House. This is the Earthcraft Oracle. This is a Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson deck. This is one of the lesser known. This is the lesser known Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson deck. They are the team. If you don't know, they are the team that co-author the Season of the Witches, the Seasons of the Witch. Is it Seasons of the Witch or Season of the Witches? I don't even know. Those decks by Rockpool. And they have different artists for those. But this one, the art is by Danielle Boudou Fortune, and it is gorgeous. And it is summer. Like, I mean, come on, look at that picture. Look at that fire. Yes. There's a lot of skin. I feel like when I see a lot of skin, that makes me think summer too, because in the summertime, we're wearing shorts, we're wearing tank tops, we're exposing more skin because it's hot, and I see a lot of skin in this deck. I see a lot of warmth and fire and movement, and again, nature and natural elements, which also makes me think summer. And then the backs, I mean, that's summer. They're gorgeous. I love this deck so much. And people don't talk about it. I don't know why. It's so good. I would love to see. So this is Earthcraft, and it, pretty much covers, a few cards for earth, air, water, and fire. So I would say that I would have liked to have seen 4 different decks, like one for Earthcraft, one for, watercraft, and one, and there so forth and so on. But since they covered everything in this one, I was thinking maybe we could get like a spirit craft. I don't know. I just want to see more. I want to see more of this artwork and more of this style of deck from them. I enjoy this. But yes, definitely one that I love to reach for. Like, summer hits and this is out. Matter of fact, spring hits and this is out for like the whole of, I would say I start reaching for this in like May, then it's like June, July, August. I'm using this deck and I love it. So yes, this is the Earthcraft Oracle by Juliet Diaz, Lorraine Anderson, illustrated by Danielle Boudou Fortune. And this is published by Hay House. Another Hay House goodie. This is the Sacred Medicine Oracle. This is brand new in my collection. And when I got it, it was summer. It felt summer to me, and I didn't get it in the summer. So it sat for a long time until recently when it became, I don't know, I think I pulled it out, I would say the tail end of Gemini season, and I'm feeling this. Like, now I'm feeling this. And so that's why I put it on the summer TBR list, because apparently this is going to be one of those decks that I'm going to want to read in the summer. It's the landscape. Yeah, this is warm weather landscape. Yeah, look at these beautiful images. This deck is gorgeous. The artwork is beautiful, and the guidebook is good from what I've read. I haven't read a lot of it. I just started using it, but I enjoy it. And the cardstock is really nice. It's the buttery matte Hay House stock that sometimes we get and sometimes we don't, but this is nice. Yeah. This is probably, if I'm going to choose a Hay House stock, I think this might be my favorite. I don't. So yeah, I love this deck. I really do. And this is the Sacred Medicine Oracle by Asha Frost, artwork by Steph Littleberg, published by Hay House. And last but absolutely not least, this is the Wisdom of Hafiz. This is a deck by Silas Tobal, with the artwork by Silas Tobal and the book by Angie Solins. This was the first one I got from Angie Solins. It is a deck inspired by the poetry of Hafiz. The poetry, or the snippets of poetry in this, are not actually written by Hafiz. They've been written by Daniel Ladinsky, and then illustrated. That piece of poetry has been illustrated by Silas Tabol, and then Angie wrote the guidebook. So it's a lovely project, and I like it. It's a feel-good deck, very, very self-love, and it's gorgeous. And it's summer. Every single image feels summery. It feels, and there's a lot of images in this deck that feel Middle Eastern as well, which I told you if it feels Middle Eastern, that's warm weather to me, which makes me think summer. And then there's a lot of natural, like not forest, but just, trees and plants and birds and the soft coloring. This is summer. This is summer in a box. Um, yeah. So yeah, this is my final summer TBR. And I've realized that a lot of the times when I pull this deck, I've had this deck, I think, not too long. Maybe, I think I got it early 2022. So this will be my second year with it. So I've had it one full year, and then I'm in my second year now with it. And I've used it in the winter before. This is not one that I have been putting up in my summer box or whatever, but I did notice myself putting it away in the summer box last year. And so that's why I pulled it out. Look at this card. This is my favorite card. Use your power. But yeah, that's why it's in my summer TBR, because since I did put it away in the summer box last year, look at this one. That's a summer night right there. Establish priorities. Gorgeous. Um, yeah, it feels like a summer deck to me because it was away for the whole of winter and fall. Um, I don't know that I'm going to put it away this time, though. We'll see. Look at this one. Oh, just, yes. Okay. So I'm not going to belabor this anymore, but this is the wisdom of Hafiz. This is, again, Angie Solon, Silas Tabol, Daniel Lubinsky, and Ladinsky, and published. This one is published by U.S. Game Systems. And that is my last summer TBR deck. So I would like to thank Lachette for tagging me. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever been actually personally tagged. So that was kind of exciting. Thank you for tagging me. I was happy to do this. I do love talking about decks, and I do use them seasonally. So it wasn't so hard. The hardest thing was narrowing it down. So, but I was able to do it. So I hope that you guys like that. Comment below and let me know what you think of these decks, if you have them, if you use them in the summer, or if you have other decks that you feel fit the bill, or whatever. What's your summer TBR list? Feel free to use the description box to let me know if you don't have a YouTube channel. I don't mind. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. And until I see you next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.